Hey everybody, a merry and happy Monday to you. HDL, SERP, how you guys doing? Today we've got Sub Block featuring Final Fantasy Record Keeper for the Real Kami, Kagero Deception for Deidrearch, and Fez for Ganymede Native, followed by what's likely going to be the wrapping up of Dead Space. We're very close to the end. I don't think we've got more than a couple hours left in that game, and then with any time remaining, some more Dark Souls. Game Saucer, Cappy, Washu, how's everybody doing today? I haven't played Record Keeper at all. I did finally find a way to reset my character. I had to create a brand new Android, like, Google account in order to play through the very beginning tutorial again. I did that as a test off stream. Let's go ahead and get going here. It's me. Time has come to revive the memories of the past. Door is open. Arts in the painting are vanishing. I wonder how much Final Fantasy music they have in this game. Awesome, Yukipo. I'm excited to check it out. It sounds like it's for people who are really into Final Fantasy nostalgia, which describes me to a T. There's the Great Chronicle, the foundation of all order and balance. That G Final Fantasy X tournament starting music. There is a way, but only one. So I am the eponymous titular record keeper. Indeed they are, for Yukipo would agree. The Hall of Doors. Open the door. Alright. Final Fantasy 7, Mako Reactor music. Let's do it. Remember, soldiers come to destroy one of the Mako reactors. I like this whole idea. You're like in this museum finding stuff. I also really enjoy that the sprites are all kind of in the style of Final Fantasy VI, which is my favorite Final Fantasy appearance. Roaming Warriors. Blade Beam. Oh. I'm level 1, Cloud is level 50. Got it. Let's do it. Inside the Record Realms. Man, this, like, game is awesome only because they went back and did, like, 2D sprite versions of all of the characters and enemies in Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess it's also got 11, 12, 13, 14 now. Really like that visual style. I'm probably going to end up ripping it off for my Dungeons & Dragons game at some point, which uses a lot of video game sprites. Listen up. Can't change members or change equipment and abilities. That seems pretty standard. There are a couple games where you can change items mid-battle in Final Fantasy. Stamina is my consumable resource that regenerates over time to get you to spend money on the game. Whoa. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, you need to learn how to fight in the Record Realms, and I'll teach you. First thing, you can't act until your ATB gauge shields. Okay, same general rule. Try attack. Bombing mission is one of the best parts of the entire Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. I really like it. I just have started it for the very first time, Idea. I've played through this tutorial as a test to make sure that it worked with streaming software, but that's as far as I've gotten, so... I've got no idea what I'm in for after this little set of battles. The pixel art in this is outstanding. It's top-notch. I've looked at most of it on spritersresource.com. That's actually where we got the Cloud sprite that we made for Cloud Reader in this game. Sweepers are vulnerable to lightning in 7 as well. So much Final Fantasy nostalgia hype in this idea. Yeah, I probably won't be adding anybody today for Record Keeper, but in case this gets added to the schedule again through something like sub block, or we play it during free play. Uh-oh. Man, I thought this dropped frames issue had passed. It looks like it's back. Apologies if you guys get any buffering today. I'll try to keep an eye on it. When it's been happening, it's been stopping around the normal stream start time at about 2 o'clock Pacific, so hopefully it's not severe. Alright, Soul Break. You like the Turks theme, HDL? Yeah. Finger snaps. So Soul Break is basically Limit Break. Lots of good music in here. Take on the Guard Scorpion, I'm on it. A little lightning. Try to watch for him to raise his tail. I assume they're going to do that mechanic. Fairly classic. I use items. Looks like the enemy can attack while I'm waiting to take my turn. Just like the way it normally works. I defend. Oh shit. It's gonna laser me. That's bad. Where do I go to use potions? Summon a roaming warrior. Here we go. That's something you can only do when you're low on health in this. Good god. The difference in damage potential, Cloud versus me. Pretty huge. That's gonna be a fun game to just play when you're sitting around on your phone. Looks like you can get a lot done in 10 minutes of play. Alright, Black Mage. And White Mage. Classic setups. Looks like you can unlock specific characters. Defeat the Guard Scorpion without being KO'd. I don't know if I really deserved that. Maybe it was because I used Defend that one time. Yeah, just a little bit, Leon. I get XP. Get drops. Over the top trophy awards. What's a rare valuable resource? Okay. So Mithril is another one of the things I'm guessing you can buy with real money. Oh, that's cool. Up your max stamina. Skill. Mastery reward is the classes first time. Okay, sure. Scored the records in the painting. Your painting doesn't show up in the room. You're gonna go check another room. Sure to hear records of the Black Mage and the White Mage. I did, and I'm excited about that. We're now officially further than I got when I was testing this for stream, so this is all brand new to me. Optimize, that's always fun. It'll be cool to play around with ourselves. Find some relics. Genji set? Oh, okay, so this is where we find Mithril, or we pay for it and we use it to get probably random items would be my guess, if I know my mobile games. Alright, some kind of dagger. I don't know how good 5 stars is. Danjuro. Cool. Oh, that's cool. If you equip the Buster Sword on Cloud, you get something better. I like it. Got that great FF6 music. Hey, Dr. Sid. Or he's just regular old Sid. And they made a custom Sid for Record Keeper. That's cool. Alright, we're gonna equip that new item we just got. It's pretty great. First draw is always 5-star. Is that like the highest quality? Thunderstrike. Cool. Oh, so I can either cast Thunder or use in a second ability, looks like. The empty slot. Got it. Yeah. visit my workshop later and we'll speak more. So this game ends up being really tough to restart your progress in the beginning. I think that the way that it's set up, since it syncs everything via Google Play services, is if I boot up this game on my phone and just start playing it from the same email address, that it's going to continue my progress from stream. So I'll make sure I play it on a different email address, so when we're doing it on stream, you're seeing my raw progress on something. I got a mithril. Okay. Bonuses for logging in regularly. Reminds me a lot of Terra Battle in that respect. Hero from FF7 now, so we get Cloud for completing this. That is the sprite that we made for Cloud Reaver during the Beat Sprite stream the other day. I'll check return to leave, but his father friend Tifa convinces him to join their raid on Mako Reactor number 5. Mako number 5. Oh, that's interesting idea. Ooh. I can pick Shadow, Kane, or Redia, it looks like. I get a lot of selections here for the Rodring order. Oh man. We're taking Beatrix all day. I want her in my actual party at some point. Oh, it's like a whole dungeon. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that Airbuster sprite. Nice. I use both the Guard Scorpion and the Airbuster sprites from this game in my D&D game. Alright. Archmage. Actually, there's no real reason to do that, but we'll go ahead and cast it anyway. Let's Thunderstrike this dude. Doesn't look like I get to pick who I'm attacking. It looks like most targeting is done via AI. Holy shit, that does a ton of damage. Maybe I shouldn't have cast that there. Let's see what it... Didn't see what it cost me to cast. Must cost something. Beatrix is the best. Nice, Trista. Really like the way that they managed to capture all of the later characters in the style of FF6. It looks awesome. Oh, is that this auto thing is? Oh wait, no, that must be different, or maybe they'll let me select who I'm casting on next time. Right now I'm just picking the power and they're just casting it automatically. Right. We are the champions. Stats and conditions persist. Oh, I see. So my use of Thunderstrike there is gone now. Things to do in camp. Change formation. Retreat. Camp script is your group from a dungeon. Sure. Yeah, I see 0 out of 2 now. That's okay. I had to learn how it works. I'm sure that these early fights aren't hard enough to require its use. Click the enemy, then pick the power. Right, Yukipo? No, it's not. You're not the first person to mention that, Serp. I guess just send me a Discord message with the game you want for now, but it should be working. Everybody should have access. You might need to be signed in to Google in order to be able to change. I see, yeah, so I tap them first and then I pick attack, otherwise it auto-selects. It's actually kind of convenient if you're not concerned with who you want to select, you know? And that 5-star weapon is OP, holy crap. So I could just hit auto, and then they're all going to do something that's not horrifically stupid for the rest of the encounter, right? Yeah, looks like that's the case. Oh, you get the uses back when you level up as well? That's good to know. Rock and roll. And I'm guessing there are later dungeons, especially some of the... It's not DLC, but they have like rotating content that's not always available. Hey, thanks for the follow, guys. Good to have you. Is anybody new in chat? Hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. Today we're doing Sub block, which is when subscribers on Patreon get to suggest a game to play for about an hour. So we're going to be playing Record Keeper for about another 45 minutes. If you wanted to see some of the games on the list that we've beaten so far and currently have in progress, you go to games.marstead.com as all the YouTube playlists for what we've started. Events, that's the word I should be looking for. Picks the target with the least HP percent. Okay, that's useful. Thanks, Drewstep. Record Keeper is a game that I'm not sure is beatable in the conventional sense. I mean, are there a finite number of missions, ignoring the events? We're gonna save their powers for now, just let them attack until the boss comes out. If there's like, you know, X main story missions and ignoring events, I could try to eventually beat Record Keeper on stream outside of sub-block. Oh, thanks guys. Glad you enjoyed it. You are not the first person to have popped in from the Undertale video. Looking to do that genocide playthrough after my wife and I get back from moving to Los Alamos, New Mexico after March, so probably sometime in April we'll do it. I see, so they each have a different... Try Darkbolt, why not? You can use Prey independently, it looks like. And we could summon Beatrix if we wanted to, which may as well at this point. Or, you know, my main character's in a rocket. I guess they give you that 5-star weapon, makes you super OP early on. You don't have to worry about it too much. Beat up to the current update, but they add permanent dungeons twice a month. That's pretty impressive. Are they making money on this game? Square? You know that some companies are making way more money in their mobile division than they are from, like, traditional console and PC games. Alright, so we unlock Xanarkin in Final Fantasy X. Mako Reactor number 5 Elite Dungeon. So Stasha Seagra, that's 14. I know what all of those things are. The only thing I'm probably not going to recognize is stuff from Final Fantasy 13. That's the only main series game that I haven't completed. Follow? Oh, this is another person's character. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that it was... I was wondering what the names were associated with each of them. We'll not worry about it now. We'll do that later. The Avalanche team finally reaches Mako Reactor number 5. Just when they think they've succeeded in their mission, they're surrounded by Shinra troops, confronted by President Shinra himself. Cloud's caught in the explosion and falls. Whale's going completely ham on this game. They're spending money on stamina, or are they spending money on the like equivalent of Mithril to roll new gear? So we could go to the... Go home. Realms, event dungeons. Probably don't want to mess around in the event dungeons just yet. Announcements, help, sure. Okay, cool. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff to go to. We could do 14, 4, or 10. I'm going to start with 4 and keep it old school for now, and we can come back to 10 after that. Oh man, get Kane for doing the Mist Cave. That is my jam. Appropriate music. So I can actually put Cloud in my party, and probably should. Probably just gonna use Optimize for today. It's the kind of thing I'll think about more. Playing it off stream. Okay, so the little crystal means that they're native to Record Keeper, kind of, sort of. I mean, the White Mage and Black Mage have been around since FF1, but they're not specific characters from those titles. Lead Baron Castle can suck. Yeah. I'm all about games that like really draw whales to spend thousands of dollars, but it's not really required in order to have a healthy enjoyment for the title. Jumping in paintings, all Mario 64 in the club. Painted World of Ariamis. Of course, it means core series and or Record Keeper exclusive, since the main character is one. But 7 characters to a 7 dungeon for a stat boost. Right on. Actually, kind of something similar in Theater Rhythm. It's quite remarkable indeed. I wonder who did the art for these guys. Got it, Dr. Mog. Nice, Drewsta. Every now and then I'll play a free-to-play game and I'll throw a couple dollars here and there. Like it's like, hey, you made this really cool game. Oh man, we're bringing Mog all day. Let's do it. He's like an extra chubby Mog sprite. I don't know why they gave him a little bit of a paunch there. It's not exactly the same as the FF6 Mog. Yeah, well, that makes sense. There's no such sound in Japanese. Thanks for checking that, though, Serpent. I was curious. Anyway, if I'm doing something that's free to play, occasionally I'll throw $1 or $2 at the company, not because I like want to overpower, but it's like I like their product and want to give them some money for it. I did that in... let's go ahead and throw an auto for a sec. I did that in Guild Wars 2. I mean, granted, you pay $50 for that, but I'd throw some money into the shop every now and then just to say, hey, ArenaNet, I like your game, you're doing a good job, keep it up. Oh, I got poisoned. Alright. I don't know if I have a way to remove poison just yet. My white mage just has the ability to cure, and that's about it. Installed with the music is real. Sure, Drew. Let me permit you real quick. Knock yourself out. Absolutely. Thank you for asking. Cloud default seems pretty buff. I think I've seen that comic before, very nice. This cave, waypoint, 2 stamina, got it. These types of equipment. Red marshmallow, huh. Interesting translation of flan, but okay. Or that was driving me crazy in Theater Rhythm, which is the Final Fantasy rhythm game for the 3DS, where they just, for whatever reason, decided to retranslate all of the song titles, so they're almost the same, but not quite. You're looking for Those Who Fight Further, and it's called something slightly different. Retaliate, does he have like, is it like a counter ability? Alright, we're gonna, I think when you put it on auto, they just tend to attack. Let her heal. Looks like she heals whoever needs it the most when she does it. There we go. Is the game viable with most characters, though? I mean, it seems like the black mage and the white mage are pretty significantly underpowered compared to the main character with the high equipment. Maybe just an equipment thing, that their starting gear is way different. No, it's a bummer. They used the remade Final Fantasy IV in the background there. Alright, go fight the Mist Dragon. We'll just roll what we got, I think. Unwanted items, great and hone abilities. Great equipment, really. Right on, that's what all those materials are. Auto upgrade, make sure nothing goes to waste. Augmenting. When you raise the augment rank on a piece of equipment, the equipment's most powerful stat is raised by the same amount. It's intuitive. I see. Little hammer icon. Everyone except the core class characters are usable. Gotcha. I see. You got it, Dr. Mog. Oh man, all this shit. Cannot change party members' equipment or abilities in a dungeon. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not gonna worry about it. I took that as I couldn't change in a, in battle, but not in a dungeon either. I suppose that makes sense. Let's go back to where we were. Let's do this fight here. Sure, let's do it. Do you really have to, like, go super crazy to run out of stamina in a typical playthrough? Like, do you ever find yourself waiting for minutes and minutes to be able to continue? I like how they give you a number of casts as opposed to an MP value. Normally I'm not a fan of that, but in this kind of game I think that makes way more sense. MP would just really unnecessarily complicate this system. Number of casts is good enough. The potions are like... they're like health globes in Diablo 3. They just auto-heal you, don't like hold on to them for later. Cool, yeah, I like checking out the subreddit search about everything else. I got a bunch of people popping in when I played Terra Battle, which is another Android iOS game from Hironobu Sakaguchi, the original creator of Final Fantasy. Terra Battle subreddit's pretty active. Should check out Terra Battle if you haven't already. I like it quite a bit. I see. You get a lot of early game experience. Right on. Yeah, 5-star weapon. I don't know when it's gonna catch up to me. We might just keep one-shotting bosses for the rest of the day. Really like that you get the music from the original game. Looks like they added some new stances to even the existing sprites like Kain. Exploit the Mist Dragon's weakness to dark attacks. Oh, okay. So if I had Cecil, I could do that. It looks like it was kind enough to throw me Kain anyway. That's a reason to come back here. Groundwater Way. It's with the Octomamon octopus boss. We can rhyme Mr. Saying Mist Dragon, only to find a throng of bombs that springs from the Carnelian Signet and engulfs the village in flames. Cool. Hey Yahan, how you doing? It is very likely that we're going to beat Dead Space today, yes. We're already almost done. Love that there's an optimize button. That's you're playing this on stream and don't have time to dork around with it for too long. Hey, thank you for the follow. It's good to have you, Drista. Welcome. This is a mobile game called Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I assume when I hit optimize that that's also optimizing their gear and like the abilities that they have selected. Is that accurate? It must be, because she doesn't have any other abilities to equip. You can go and individually optimize any of this. Okay, sure. And I like that they point out that the equipment's already optimized when you check it out there. I heard that All the Bravest is pretty bad, and that Record Keeper is kind of like their attempt to salvage some of the ideas of All the Bravest and do it in a way that's better. Optimize isn't that great. At some point, I would like to go in and make those decisions myself. While I'm just trying to like get to the meaty content here. My first time playing it on stream, I'll probably rely on it for now. Especially if I'm going to be one-shotting all the bosses for the next 30 minutes. I don't need to worry about it too much. Alright, so Renoa, Cloud, Edward. I guess the FF4 and FF6 sprites needed to be upgraded a little bit. Like Galef as a monk, I think? Or is that, is that... Oh no, it must be Galef, it's 5. I was wondering if that was Tifa's trainer from 7, who we only get to see for like, I don't know, 10 minutes in the game. Zengen is his name. Jonathan Xehanort. Batman. Oh, cool. A sprite from 14 that I recognize. Let's grab Galef. Monk Galef. Check the boss tab and enter a dungeon. I don't know if the game told me to do that, Kami. Is that what tells me how I do the secret trophy thing? Today is Dead Space. It's sub-block. So we're playing 3 games recommended by subscribers on Patreon. For another 30 minutes, it's Final Fantasy Record Keeper, then Kagero Deception, then Fez, and then after that we go back to the normal schedule with Dead Space. We're really close to beating Dead Space, so I think once we finish it, we'll continue our Dark Souls playthrough. Oh, he got a jump? Of course he has a jump. What am I thinking? So I wonder if they have like an iconic representative of a class like Kain is for Dragoon, if they even bother adding like a generic Dragoon class character, or if they just rely on having Kain. This is a really... I love the background they have for this, with the Sin Scales from the beginning of Final Fantasy X. The appropriate music, this is pretty awesome. That's correct, Six Gun. Dead Space starts at 3 Pacific. There's no way I can review that enemy after that information after I start. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is it just like there's stat scaling that changes? Like, what's the difference between Freya, Rickard, Kain? See them getting slightly different abilities, but sharing jump in common. I'll make sure it's posted on the YouTubes if you wanted to check it out. So anybody new, all of the VODs from this channel are at youtube.com/Marstead, or you can see a user-friendly list at games.marstead.com. We're trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch Monday through Friday. Monday we set aside some time to play games recommended by subscribers on Patreon without committing to, play them non-stop until we beat them like everything else. Working through titles like Zelda, Final Fantasy, Dark Souls, Dead Space, Metroid, Mario, Castlevania. If it's rad, we're going to beat it on Twitch. That gets the job done. Those orbs that I'm getting upgrade items, am I following that correctly? Man, the sprite art in this game is gorgeous. They've really pulled off taking the more modern games and making them look like they should have been fitting into Final Fantasy VI. I like it very much. Okay, Kami. Now they're flawns. Interesting. Red Marshmallow in Final Fantasy IV. Probably physical resistant. So he usually does like 1,000 damage with his attack. Here we go in earnest. Let's summon Sonic Break, huh? Unyielding Fist. Okay. Jump here. Yeah, it stands to reason, though. The style of effort in the different games is pretty wild. Synergy, HP bar, roaming warriors, all life adjustments. I see. Yeah. Yeah, this game definitely feels like it's had, was it a couple years now of iteration? It's one of those things that they're just throwing pop-ups at you like, oh my god, you got orbs and mithril and there's a relic chest and all this crazy shit you can do to upgrade. Kind of thing that if I were playing it at home, I would probably start diving into like once an hour. So okay, let me go look in that menu now that it's not intimidating anymore. But it's definitely one of those things like you're playing an MMO that's been getting updates and new features patched into it for years and years. Someone else comes into it fresh, like, wow, that's a lot of stuff they give to you. Looks like they do make some effort to gate some of it. They don't give you everything at the beginning, and they don't require you to use everything at the beginning. Go check out the Final Fantasy XIV area. Order dungeons unlock at a glance. Oh, okay. That's cool. I like myself some Final Fantasy XIV. Out for 2 years, yeah. It's cool, like, there's not really a solution to that, especially when you have something like Diablo 3 is a similar game that just gets so many updates that the game as it appears now is nothing like the game at launch. And how do you keep new players in mind while you're doing that? It's really, really hard from a design perspective. Alright, so supposedly there's some kind of icon on the screen here that lets me check the boss details. Boss. Dan the Orca-Tooth is a brutal enemy that strikes mostly physical attacks. He has enemy vulnerabilities, use abilities like Power Break and Armor Break. These spots on the surface of the water begin to bubble. If you don't attack the bubbling spots, melee guards will join the battle. Okay. Just like the actual fight at 14. Very nice. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Happy Monday to you. Alright, 3, 13. I love they have like 3 pixels to represent the little chocobo in his hair. Awesome. Alright, Orin. That's a really kick-ass looking Orin sprite too. Interesting music choice. I don't know if I've actually heard this song in 14. This I have. Yeah. I love how they've adapted Sastasha here with some of the enemies. Click and hold and Cloud Arcane in the party window. Okay. I checked the boss thing. I'll try to remember to do that next fight here. My main character is still the most OP. I must have just heard that the once. Cool. And your Amaljaw. Really awesome looking sprites. Being a repository of kick-ass Final Fantasy music and really cool looking sprites, it seems like a good reason to play Record Keeper, if nothing else, if you're a fan. This one's a general dungeon theme. The song I was confused on was outside. Alright, so you're saying I don't know if I can do this outside of combat, or while I'm in here. Soul Break. Sure. Abilities. Character profile. Spears and axes. Can use rare Dragoon abilities jumping in the air to avoid attacks before striking the enemy from above, with different stat allocations. Oh, cool. Right on. Swords and katanas. Rare combat abilities. I don't see what all of their skills are immediately when I unlock them, it looks like. Usable? Oh, I see. Sure. So 2 Dragoons might have access to different things that they can cast or do and what their effectiveness is with it. I see. That's a cool way to distinguish them. They see great. The Spriggans. Bring in a bunch of FF14 characters here. It would be unreasonable to expect them to, like, do a rendition of most of the dungeons in 14. I think starting with Sastasha is pretty smart. So just about anybody who played 14 for any significant length of time probably at least made it to this dungeon. Whack! Right now, the way I've got the party set up, it's pretty much just my main character who's just carrying everybody else. They don't have enough damage between the four of them to kill someone before his turn comes up. At least not with setting them to auto-attack. Unless if Kain gets a critical hit, I'll take it back. Should probably have my white mage heal. It's not looking like she's in the best position right now. Next battle, we'll turn off auto for a minute. Is this game true ATB? Like, if you just sit trying to decide what action to use, are the enemies using actions in the background, or does it have weight turned on? Right on, Drew, so that's cool. I'm losing my stamina pretty quick, but maybe there'd be a way for me to recharge it here. Alright, attack. Ooh, and she's down. Well, that's what I get for not paying close enough attention. I'm guessing that means she doesn't gain XP anymore. Can also have him target more smartly, so we're not waiting for his turn to come all the way around. It's another penalty for using auto. Uh-oh. Alright, and suddenly, just like that, can't dork around anymore. I don't have any way to res people. Not yet, anyway. It's on you, Cloud and Kain. I believe in you. Believe in a thing called love. If you wait, you'll get smashed. Okay. You really have to be paying attention and acting, it sounds like. Holy crap. Alright, Kain. Time to man mode it. GG. Party has fallen. Mithril to continue. I want to spend Mithril on it. Yeah, what is SL? Using the game for this battle. Yes, it wasn't that big of a deal. We can go back and attempt it again. Don't feel like it's worth using precious resources on it. This is my story. I didn't get to see your story, no mercy. Okay. Save load. Break level cap, that's cool. I'm gonna do that dungeon again and try to pay a little bit more close attention. Should try to find dungeons that cost less stamina, because I'm down to just 5, and I go through them quick enough that I won't be able to see if I can move to the next one. I don't know if there's a way to see total stamina cost. Okay. Sure. I think the 14 dungeon was a bit nastier than that, as far as overall cost, right? Stamina cost 21. Got it. Okay. I can want to try to pick a place that has dungeons that cost something similar to what I'm generating. I get walkout of going to Besaid, I'll take it. Boss. Kimari. Defeat Kimari before he uses jump. Such a cool looking sprite too. Big fan. Yeah, I'm betting I'll get back up to 7. Okay, so Tifa, Cyan, Butts as a ranger slash hunter. That's a pretty cool Steiner sprite. Sephiroth. Oh, you know we're taking Gilgamesh all day. go for the lowest difficulty area. I probably could have won that last one if I had realized sooner that I was getting my ass kicked. It wasn't until I was like, oh wait, the white mage only has like 1 hit point left. I should probably heal rather than use the auto command. Here, I don't. Looks like I have to worry too much. I get that hawk. I'm gonna get John DiMaggio in my party. Okay, that makes sense. But Galef was dressed as a monk. That was definitely Galef and not a generic monk. How is Order of Minions, sir? Morphin time. Love myself some Gilgamesh, man. What is your favorite victory fanfare? I think 6/9 have my favorite normal battle theme. Favorite fanfare might actually be 10. Spellblade. Huh. Right on. Alright, let's not go auto. That attack did enough damage to be noticeable. It sounds like that's not intended, right? If something bad is happening, that you should, basically save scum the game to avoid the bad thing happening. I don't know if I would do that. I guess it's a way to recover stamina so you're not stuck waiting, if I'm following you guys correctly. Obviously 4 is your favorite everything? Nice. 6 is my favorite of the main series games. Story? Ah. Alright, so we gotta wait 18 seconds. That's not a huge number. I can look at some other pretty things in the meantime. So the library probably just has, like, stuff we can learn. What's an item chest? Valentine's Day gift? Heck yeah. Units. Obi? Oh, okay. Bonuses. Pretty great. Now we can fight. 9's your favorite story? I like 9 a lot, but I can only ever remember the first like 60% of the game. When it starts to get kind of weird after the Aoife tree, even right after I beat it, I'd immediately forget everything that happens after that point. Alright, so we can kill all these guys normal mode. Don't get too crazy about it. But we're gonna wanna go all crazy when Kimahri pops up. Really? So it's unintended, but people like count on being able to use it to the extent that they don't want to remove it from the game? It's interesting. Probably should have healed my main guy. Let's do some defending here. He got a really fast speed, doesn't he? Oops. Alright, well now we gotta go balls to the wall. Shit. There we go. Keep him from jumping. Come on, guys. Double cut. Get that jump off. He's gonna use it. Oh no, I think we're okay. If I hadn't screwed up the first round, we might have been okay. Alright. Flash and boss death. Very nice. Favorite story is 6, your favorite soundtrack is 8. 8 has a really robust soundtrack. I like it very much as well. Yeah. Well, I don't know how close to the like bleeding edge endgame of Record Keeper I'm ever gonna find myself, but For now, I probably need to worry about using it too much. SS Leaky, Chakra, get some Mithril. Got my dude John DiMaggio, Waka. Forgot to use Gilgamesh, but that's cool. It's fine, everything's good. Oh, they balance stuff in the higher difficulties around the assumption that you use save load? Are we talking about like literally quitting the app? Doing something that's external to Record Keeper to do this? Or is it like some combination of buttons you do inside of the game? We're gonna optimize. It's probably gonna end up getting rid of... Really? Kept the Black Mage? Waka's gotta be better than this guy, right? Though having a healer might be useful, so she's got that cool Yuna thing. Let's do this. Yeah, okay. So it optimizes all their gear, but doesn't necessarily change the stuff that they have on. Yep, I am brand new at Dark Fruit. I've never played at Record Keeper before. Recommended by a subscriber on Patreon. It's my first time seeing it. Take on quests. Oh, if I had accepted this dungeon quest before, like, doing it as part of the main game, would I have gotten some kind of ability out of it? Only accept 5 quests at a time. Let's see. Villainous Kafka, X-Death, and Golbez. I see. I guess that's the kind of thing that they might consider, like, building into the main game eventually. If they're really, like, balancing around that assumption that you're doing that, you know? Quest menu's going away. What's sucky about the quest menu? Low on stamina for my 14 attempt, which is kind of a bummer. Could maybe cash in some mithril for it. You can go to vote.marstead.com if you want to see the game that's currently leading to replace Dead Space. I think it's a toss-up between Bastion and Shenmue, depending on who votes for what. I think that if you add friend code 6gun, you can summon them in combat. That's about the extent of it. Yeah, mithril seems like it's better used in other ways. Do some relic drawing with my mithril. Kefka's Cloak. Soul Saber? Sure. Magus Rod. Thief's Bracer, Assassin's. I guess I'll take this opportunity to look at some of the other stuff in the game. Magitech Missile. Talking about this rare relic draw times 11. Anything else isn't worth doing. Looks like I need some more mithril for that to really be an effective next step, though. Lock your prize possessions, I see. That makes sense. You can do mass lock. That's kind of cool. I like that. Now, when you have inventory slot requirements, this is something I buy with real money, isn't it? Or with... Okay, so I can make either decision. That's cool. So that lets me draw, like, 3 things at once, or 11 things at once if I do that rare item times 11, which I don't have access to yet. I only have 9 mithril, so we'll have to come back. Let's see. Very good. Need a little bit more stamina to be able to do another level here. What's the reasoning behind the removal of the quest system? Or like, why does it exist in the first place, and why would they get rid of it? Clear out any of these messages on the home screen. Hey, Berserker butts. Having, like, being required to do this would stress me the hell out. Check the event dungeon. Can I do that without any stamina? Terra's Pendant. Getting replaced, I see. Kefka. Cool. Yeah, it costs us six stamina to go into any of them, it looks like. With starts the floating continent, that's interesting. Keep it in mind, though, for when my stamina regenerates enough. You don't need to accept them to do them, and I think that's the way to do it. I think it can stress you out more than like feeling like you can't play the game until you've researched and accepted all of the quests that are possible, so that you feel like you're accomplishing everything in a efficient manner, you know? Once we get... Okay, we're at 3 stamina, I can do another Final Fantasy IV dungeon. Part of it anyway, we'll do like the first level. Oh, I see, yeah. Oh, I see. Let me go back then and take a look. Reward stamina, so it just shows 1. They didn't appreciate that you can actually get stamina from doing a dungeon. We already did that one. We're not doing this because this is really the only one we have as an option. I'm about to be switching games from Record Keeper in about 2 minutes anyway, so it's cool. We'll do 1 level from here. I think it'll be a good stopping point. And like I mentioned, Record Keeper may return if it's added to the voting spreadsheet, basically to play through whatever dungeons are in the default game, or if it shows up in a Patreon sub-block in the future. Those of you tuning in just for Record Keeper, thanks. It's cool meeting you. Been enjoying what I've seen so far. I might end up playing this on the road. Just like casually on my phone when I'm not on stream. And we'll keep this save file pure though. We'll only progress this one on Twitch proper. Just shows 1 on the bar, I see. Well, this is the only mission out of any of them that gives stamina at all as an upgrade, so I figure it makes sense to go with this one. Yeah, I need something to dork around with when I just have my phone and not my 3DS with me, which is pretty standard. Sounds like a good game to knock out, you know, 30 minutes of fun, 15 minutes of fun here and there without feeling like you need to sit down and invest a lot of hours into it. I think some of that gear I picked up is making a pretty big difference here. And you get a blitz ball for poor Waka, attacking with a dagger. Champion of the Sun. Oh, I see, and Kane gets bonus XP because he's from Final Fantasy IV. I like it. It's really cool. So I want to bring Waka with me if we go to a Final Fantasy X area. That's fine, Sir Anderson. Go for it. Oh, if I leave the dungeon, okay. But I can exit out of the game, and when I load up this save file again, it's going to remember that I was in that dungeon, and any stamina that, you know, I have the ability to regenerate is going to happen off screen. I guess it's just going to check what time it was when I turned the game off and then check it when I turn it back on, which would likely just max it out. Alright, I'm going to switch over to our next sub-block game, which is Kagero Deception. So if you're new for Record Keeper, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. Monday through Friday, we're playing rad games like Final Fantasy, Zelda, Metroid. That sounds like that would be your jam. We'd be happy to see you on another day. Otherwise, keep an eye on the schedule. Record Keeper might return in the future. Either it gets added to the voting spreadsheet at vote.marstead.com or shows up someone else's Patreon sub-block suggestion. Kagero Deception is the next game from Deidrearch on Patreon. Let me find a file for it. This is another one that unfortunately they don't have on the PSN, so my recourse for playing it is via EPSX